Wikis. We chose to include a wiki which children could access on their individual handheld PC or at home and would be included as part of one of the classroom's interactive displays. This is firstly because they can offer the means of encouraging collaboration between children. This point supports Tyson and Pugh in their paper on wikis, blogs and podcasts, who put forward that their strengths lie in their ability to allow contributors to add and develop material in a collaborative process. It also relates to the theories of Vygotsky and Brunner, as Kasem et al. In their book on education studies state social constructivist research has repeatedly demonstrated the necessity for group interaction in consolidating learning and extending thinking. So the collaboration, which is made possible through the use of wikis, could be used as a digital approach to incorporating this learning theory into teaching. It could be said that this advantage points to the underpinning concept of continuity and changes. Although wikis are a relatively recent innovation, the importance of collaboration is continually emphasized. On the other hand, the collaborative nature of wikis, whereby anyone can edit or delete the contributions of others, poses some serious potential issues. Richardson, in his book on powerful tools in the classroom, raises the question, what would stop someone from anonymously going onto a class-run wiki and vandalizing it? Wikis are open to disruptive contributions from outsiders as well as the children involved in creating it, which raises e-safety concerns. And yet, there could be ways of overcoming these challenges so that a wiki could be a valuable tool in our classroom of the future. For example, the teacher could choose to use one which can be set up just for the class rather than one which can be accessed by the public. This suggestion is underlined by Richardson, who goes on to point out that there are many web-based wiki sites that feature a password and a login system. So this method could be used to ensure the security of children when using wikis. Furthermore, in order to avoid the children themselves causing problems within a wiki, teachers are able to access information about who has contributed, edited or deleted the content of the site. This point is strengthened by Tyson and Pugh, who maintain that one of the unique features of a wiki is the edit page and its facility to record previous amendments and to also record who made the changes. So the teacher could use this particular facet of wikis to dissuade children from making harmful contributions in order to ensure that the use of wikis encourages only positive collaboration. Wikis have been included in the classroom design with the intention of enhancing classroom collaboration in this way. Secondly, another reason why we have chosen to include a wiki is because in addition to developing children's learning, they are simple to use, so children do not need to be working at a high level in ICT to be able to operate them. This argument is in agreement with Tyson and Pugh, who claim the skills level involved in many of these digital tools is quite low, yet they are capable of developing deeper learning, thus transforming children's work. On the other hand, though, it can be argued that children are in fact more advanced with their ICT skills than their teachers due to the rapidity of technological change. For example, Prensky, in his paper on digital immigrants and digital natives, determines that the single biggest problem facing education today is that our digital immigrant instructors, who speak an outdated language, that of the pre-digital age, are struggling to teach a population that speaks an entirely new language. So it is Prensky's view that teachers, digital immigrants, have a completely obsolete knowledge of technology, outdated language. As a result of this, it may be that it would be a benefit to teachers rather than children that wikis are simple to use. It can be argued that this links to the underpinning concepts of security and uncertainty. Most children who have grown up in a digital world will feel secure in this environment, whereas for some teachers this may invoke uncertainty due to their lack of experience. Jever underlines, in his book on creating tomorrow's schools today, the importance of overcoming this issue when he states that, if education is to win, we need urgently to pick up the pace of change in our schools. In a recent speech, the Education Secretary Michael Gove, 2012, offered some of his strategies for addressing this gap between educational and technological change. By withdrawing the program of study, we're giving schools and teachers freedom over what and how to teach, revolutionizing ICT as we know it. Gove intends to put a greater emphasis on trusting teacher judgment when it comes to using ICT by removing a prescribed curriculum. However, Gov's approach could be interpreted as a lack of guidance, especially taking into account the perspective of Prensky that teachers are not always competent users of ICT themselves. By including a wiki as part of the classroom, a means of enhancing learning whilst keeping the ICT element simple for both children and teachers is provided.